In other videos in this series, we explored that fraud is a criminal offence of dishonesty under Section 196 of the Return to Work Act, and that it's vital that we work together to reduce the opportunity for fraud by detecting it and reporting it to Return to Work SA. We have also discussed how fraud costs the Return to Work scheme money and undermines people's confidence in the scheme's integrity. We've also looked at the elements of the offences under Section 196 of the Act that need to be proven if we are going to prosecute. They therefore guide us in our assessment of the suspected frauds you refer to us. In this video, we will focus on how to refer suspected fraud to the investigators at Return to Work SA and how the assessment and decision process works. Claims agents are the main source of referrals. We also welcome the public, self-insured employers and providers to be our eyes and ears in detecting fraudulent activity. We ask anyone who has a suspicion about dishonesty against the scheme to contact the investigators at Return to Work SA. This enables us to gather the right information firsthand. When you make a referral to us, you might be wondering, how long will the investigation take? Or, what do I need to give to the investigator? Or, should we stop the eligibility assessment or claims payments? These may seem like simple questions, but they are important questions to ask. As no one-size-fits-all, each inquiry and allegation is assessed based on its unique facts and circumstances. Firstly, we'll make a preliminary assessment of whether there is or is likely to be evidence of an offence. We'll consider information already on the claim file, which may also include information gathered from investigations, surveillance, medical records and statements, and submissions from the worker or their representative. Sometimes we may determine not to progress an investigation if preliminary assessment identifies that there is no basis for an investigation. It may, for example, be that there are significant challenges to getting evidence or quality evidence, that the limitation of time to start a prosecution has passed, that the cost of an investigation would outweigh the benefits, or there may even be a reasonable explanation for the issues you are concerned about. Sometimes your concerns may be easily addressed by a follow-up conversation with a worker. In an investigation, we look for facts that would lead us to reasonably think an offence was more probable than not to have happened. We don't investigate with a predetermined view. We gather the facts to determine whether the elements of an offence could be proven and therefore a prosecution is appropriate in the matter. There will be times that Return to Work SA will stop an investigation or not prosecute a completed investigation. This will generally occur because there is insufficient evidence, for example, where the allegation is not supported by witnesses, medical testimony or surveillance, or where there is a low chance of a conviction because there is not enough evidence or the evidence is poor, or where we simply cannot satisfy all the elements of the offences. We also weigh up whether the benefits to the scheme of not prosecuting outweigh the costs. Importantly, remember the onus is on us to prove that the person has committed the offence, not on them to show they didn't. So that's a quick overview of the referral process and some of the things that are considered in determining the action in the circumstances. Please help us to reduce the opportunity for fraud by referring it to Return to Work SA. Every one of your referrals is assessed. We rely on you to help protect the scheme from fraud.